Hi everybody, Honest John here. Every baby begins life as a parasite. Now, this is not a prejudiced statement. I'm not saying that babies are evil. It's just a scientific fact. They live off the mother. They get some of her food, some of her oxygen. They share the same blood supply. They get some of her hormones. And they take up an increasing amount of space inside the mother as the pregnancy moves on. Women go through a lot of discomfort in the process of having a baby. And even after the baby is born, there is a process of physical and emotional recovery that is occurring. But very few people think about that. So a woman is expected to do most of the child care as soon as she and the baby leave the hospital, even though she's not completely recovered from her ordeal. And caring for a child is not something that's finished in a few weeks. It takes years before a child is able to survive on its own. It can be more than 20 years sometimes. Now, most parents, I think, really want children and willingly accept those responsibilities, even though sometimes they don't really know what they're getting into. But a whole lot of pregnancies are accidental, unwanted, and unplanned for. And the parents may not be financially, emotionally, or mentally prepared for that big a responsibility of raising a child. In fact, research shows that unplanned pregnancies are the biggest factor in poverty throughout the world. And how often does it happen that as soon as the man finds out the woman is pregnant, he gets in the wind? A woman is tethered to a child in a way that a man is not. So there is a kind of responsibility that should not be forced on anyone. But that's exactly what the anti-abortion movement wants to do. They believe that they have the right to dictate a woman's fate, not just for the time that she's pregnant, but for years into the future. This is essentially a form of rape without sex. Now, over the years, criminologists have found that rape is not about sex. It's about control and dominance. So it doesn't matter what the religious or political views are. What these people are doing in reality is trying to control a woman, just like a rapist would do. And this is why we need to take a different approach to the abortion debate. We need to make it a felony for anyone to try to interfere with a woman's right to choose, whether by force, intimidation, or even by legislation. This is a form of rape, and it should not be tolerated. Thanks for listening.